sorry. This is a real shame. Guess I didn't receive the favor. Hey, when our uniforms are ready, grab mine for me. Bring it back here, and we can change. What's that look for?
Tepe! Hey! Where are you going? Hey! How's Tepe's condition? I have put out the order to the vast majority are showing sadly.
Your Excellency, the soldiers are up and
Okay, this whole fiasco, what are your thoughts? No, the Sakoku to organize, and if we want to, it's dangerous to go alone.
Your Excellency, if we spend any longer amassing our force...
Very true. I gave this some thought while not many places meet. I'm not going to stop you. We have lost too many courageous fighters already. I don't want to lose you. Huh? You mean to the Delusion Factory? Really? You aren't gonna think it over first? Fine.
It always rains when I go on an adventure. Adventure time! Off we go!
Come at me!
Yeah.
Be a killjoy! We've only just
Embrace the ice! I'm going in!
You can't run! I must collect myself. I see through you! Don't
By royal decree,
We've only just
the insubordinate...
Looks like I went too far.
Whirling snow!
You need to hurry up!
Yeah. Get out of here!
Well done!
I swear by my sword!
Roast and fry!
Oz, reveal thyself! Go as one!
You need to hurry up! This one's well done!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
You need to hurry up!
My apologies! Yeah!
This one's well done!
By royal decree... Go as one!
You need to
Let's
hurry
light it up!
Midnight Phantasmagoria!
Roast and fry!
Oh, goodness.
Whirling snow!
You need to hurry up!
Yeah! Kamisato art! Sumetsu!
What's this?
Adventure time!
Go as one! Reveal thyself.
What an annoyance.
Take flight. I'm going in.
Off we go! Wind, hear me! Ha!
Goodness.
So, is this what delusions are made from? So much crystal marrow. Now, where have we seen that before? Wait a second. Are they getting this from Rito? So the Conjure Commission are...
Sakura swirl!
Fortunate fall.
Everybody stand back!
The more...
Huh?
the merrier.
Out of the way! Oh, now you've got me worked up.
By royal decree.
Whirling snow!
Unthinkable.
Go as planned! I swear by my sword! My apologies!
Wings of darkness. Come, sever night from day.
Blink!
No rest for the wicked.
Whirling snow! Take cover! I'm going in! Adventure time! Off we go!
Yikes! It looks dangerous. We'd better watch our step or we might get hit.
Intruder spotted! Do not let them impede the work of the Harbingers! You'll never get out of here alive!
Kamisato out! Sumetsu!
Looks like I went too far.
Let's light it up! My apologies! Wind, hear me! Whirling snow! Let's light it up!
Send this quickly!
Everybody stand back! Get out of here! Off we go!
Now this idiot must have a death wish! Don't be intimidated! Lord Harbinger will be here soon!
Midnight Phantasmagoria. Let's move.
My apologies! Sakura swirl! adventure time!
Out of my sight. Mirror image.
I'm going in!
This is her majesty's gift.
Adventure! Take flight! Barbados, guide us.
Go as one. Out of my sight.
By royal decree,
Go as one.
let's light it up!
You actually managed to find this place.
So, you're another.
Signora and child. I didn't know you and my two least reliable colleagues were acquainted. I'm the Balladeer. Number 6 of the Fatui Harbingers. Delighted to meet you. Oh, mighty traveler. So many visitors today. To what do I owe the honor? Oh, so that's what this is about. I think you've got the wrong idea. I know how this looks, but I'm just here to follow orders. I'm obviously not the mastermind behind this. Aren't you? You're getting all worked up over nothing.
How can you say this?
How can you call it anything more? It's the way of the world. Human life, they were always going to die. With or without a delusion. At least having one gives them a chance to fulfill their ambitions. Do you have any idea how useful the Vision Hunt decree is to us? It took a lot of work to make it happen. Obviously, it was in our best interests. Good news is, our hard work is finally paying off. Generating for just a small price, they get the feeling of...
So, the Fatui started.
From the outside, Inazuma looks pretty impenetrable. Eternity stretches things... Take your friend in the Resistance, for example. There's nothing you can do now. Just like a bubble on the water, the more it takes from them, the more tightly they hold on to it. And the more...
Hey, calm down.
That's it. Just like that. Embrace the anger. Embrace it! The wrath of the gods fills this factory, and it feeds on your anger.
What's happening? Get
Repeat after me. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's positive. Your brain seems relatively unscathed. This is good news. It's just as well, really, with the amount of effort it took me to get you back here. Honestly, it was like you were glued to the ground back there.
Miko? Paimon's been wanting to ask you about something.
Am I? Maybe it's because I had the other Shrine Maidens leave. Anyway, I've always been like this. People show you whatever side of themselves they want you to see. I know this for a fact. Every side of me is the real me. People just like to define things in all sorts of... This is a human society. At the moment, anyway. And I'm just doing as I please. Study humans a while longer, my little friend. You'll see what I mean.
Right! Paimon was so focused on the Traveler that Paimon didn't notice what you did.
What if I told you it was a secret art from the Grand Narukami Shrine, and that I had the Balladeer down on his knees? Well, maybe some of your neural circuitry is less intact than I thought. I didn't mean you had to be so formal about it. I need your actions, not your words. The delusions. They're still on your mind, aren't they? You needn't worry. The leader of Watatsumi Island, with their stronghold. Well, anyway.
A hindrance?
Anyway, I'm only telling you this to stop you worrying. You've met her, right? I'm not talking about the puppet. I mean her. You've met her, yes? Yes, the true Raiden Shogun, who meditates endlessly in the plane of Euthymia to preserve her. Her name is A.
Are you saying that the one we met at the and does that mean that when the battlefield changed, so did the opponent?
Because this is the Raiden Shogun's eternity. Before pursuing the eternity of her nation, she had to reach eternity for herself. Since the physical body will eventually turn to dust, she replaced hers with that of a puppet. And since the spirit is susceptible to erosion, she placed her consciousness inside her soul.
So, that place that she carved open with her sword...
The plane of Euthymia. She shuts herself off in her inner world, leaving all the affairs of the outside world to be dealt with by a puppet. Who has... This is the approach A has come up with for... You mean Morax? It's been a while since I last saw him.
It seems like the Raiden Shogun's approach solves the problem Zhongli...
Perhaps. Or you could take the view that the grand notion of eternity she once held has long since given way to the eternity of her own definition. And ultimately, her eternity is defined by fear. The truth is, we are on the same... You want to save the people of Inazuma from... The key is that the plane of Euthymia represents A's inner world. Defeat her there, and you may well have the chance to shake the Raiden Shogun's will.
So this is your plan? Not by talking her out of it, or through an armed resistance, but by, hopping inside the Raiden Shogun's inner world?
You're a fast learner. In short, don't you... that you have piqued her interest. Perhaps it's because... she has never seen an individual who...
Has no one else ever been in there?
None. No one has seen the devotee of eternity since she shut herself away. In fact, your existence is more than just an opportunity.
Wait, you're leaving? Where are you going?
Anti-Raiden Shogun training. I've prepared a special program just for you. Come along.
Off we go!
We're gonna do it here? And what's this?
Think of it as a catalyst that can reproduce the Raiden Shogun's combat moves. I made it from my own memory, which means it should be perfectly accurate. Unless, of course, her skills have declined. It'll give you a chance to figure out her move. The aim is to... You mean, perhaps it's because I'm the Electro Archon's familiar.
What? Like Dvalin is to Barbados?
It sounds like you'd be more persuaded if you saw me in my in your dreams. More curious than a nation to last for all. At some point, she started going down a path that became increasingly difficult for me to join her on. You know, A never said goodbye to me before she stepped into. Perhaps it's just my wishful thinking, but I think she did this deliberately, as by neither saying goodbye nor seeing me again. Since we've embarked, I have chosen the latter because if stubborn, then my duty as her eternal familiar is to drag her back out of her own head and.
Aw, me.
I'm only telling you this so you. Anyway, that's enough chit chat.
There's a part 2?
Off we go! Why do they never miss? My apologies! Kamisato art! Sometsu! Everybody stand back! I swear by my sword!
Shadow Raven! Let night fall!
Whirling snow!
Yeah, unthinkable!
You did quite
So, do you think...
How do I put this?
Wait, what?
Speaking of, traveler, you're considering
You don't have to be so blunt.
It is precisely because, in short, if everything goes according to plan, they may yet. Oh, goodness, is that
All of a sudden, you're entertaining guests?
Okay, we can talk here. You asked me before one makes a plan. What is the most important? You must understand the Vision Hunt decree was obviously devised. Yes, this is the strongest piece of evidence we have to go on. Now, we also know that every aspect of the Vision Hunt decree's promulgation and execution has been enthusiastically spearheaded by the Tenryou Commission from the outset.
Ayaka was saying that every time they submitted a petition against the Vision Hunt decree, the Tenryou and Kanjo commissions would veto it straight away.
Yes, it's all too clear that both the Tenryou and Kanjo, thus the current situation. Unfortunately,
So, what's
it will be easier for us to. So my plan is,
rebellion?
when I say rebellion, I don't mean betray. If we manage to convince her, I'm quite sure we'll be able to get. I'll give you a clue. She's currently in charge of the Shogun's army. She visits the shrine at this time every month, and she also appears to be standing right behind you.
Don't move a muscle. You've got some nerve showing up here in the shrine when there's an active warrant for your arrest. Don't even think about trying anything. Surrender now. You're coming with me to headquarters.
Affirmative.
It seems that you're forgetting. This is the Grand Narukami Shrine. Use of force here is strictly forbidden. Before you proceed, which of you would like to face criminal charges for dishonoring the Shogun?
Ugh, Guji-ai, please tell me you are not sheltering a wanted criminal here.
We are just friends. I don't see what sheltering has to do with it. Tell your subordinates.
All of you outside.
As you wish.
Guji-ai, I'm a little curious. Does it not also dishonor the Shogun to hide a wanted criminal at her grand shrine?
You're the same as ever, Kujo-Sara. No one can match you when it comes to loyalty to the Shogun.
As a servant, loyalty to the Shogun is my duty. And as a warrior, I dedicate my life to following the way of the Shogun.
Even though she will one day.
The Vision Hunt Decree is the Shogun's...
Oh, it's tragic. Such wholehearted devotion rendered meaningless by circumstance. Have you been kept in the dark? Or are you the only one left in the light?
Lady Guji, I need you to be direct. Tell me
The Vision Hunt Decree is a trap. Part of a Fatui plot, and your masters, the Kujo clan of the Tenryo Commission. They're the ones keeping the
You're saying the Kujo clan...
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Guji Yae, your allegation is not only dangerous, but ridiculous. Ever since I was adopted by the Kujo, he reveres the Muso no Hitotachi more than anyone. My own respect for the Shogun pales in comparison to his. How could he ever even dream of
3 days. Come back here. As a Guji, there's one thing I know very well. People believe whatever they want to believe. Some things you do not see, simply because you do not wish to look. And so, it falls to me to place the truth before your eyes.
She will have to come with me.
Wonderful. Then I'll see you in 3 days. I look forward to it very much.
That was so scary! Paimon wasn't expecting to run into Kujo-Sara here. But, Miko, you mentioned evidence of the Tenryo Commission's betrayal. Is that all in hand and good to go, or...?
Why are you always asking so many questions? Of course not. I just had to say something because I clearly wasn't convincing her.
Not entirely unexpected.
As plans go, changing the deity's mind is a huge gamble to begin with. We can't expect to be in control of every last detail when we're facing off against a god, can we?
Okay, but what
If we want to get our...
That toy Tanuki just turned into a human! What's going on? Not a Tanuki. I'm a Muchina. I'm so tired. Is this the professional? She does...
She is a member of the Shiumatsuban, a genuine, bona fide ninja.
Oh, wow! A ninja? So,
It belongs to the Yashiro Commission, a secret unit under Kamisato Ayato. Now, Kamisato Ayato and the Yashiro, however, convincing their most chronically lazy member to... Here's what I need you to do. Go into town. It would not be appropriate for me to be seen there.
you make it sound so simple, but...
For a complete but since the 3 commissions work together to serve the... The Shogun's army haven't given up on their search for you yet. But with the help of this Shiumatsuban ninja, I'm sure you'll be able to rendezvous with your friends. Don't forget...
You there? It's us. We're back.
What brings you here? Did you meet with the Resistance? How's the battle going? Is it safe for me to come out yet?
Not just yet.
So, it's still not over. I'll get someone to call for Miss Kamisato. Bear with me for one...
I see. You have been through. I understand. You need evidence of the Tenryou Commission's betrayal. Now that you mention it, there is one thing that has always concerned me. I used to think that she simply didn't care. But looking at it now, perhaps the problem all along has been with the Tenryou Commission's reports to the Shogun.
What do you mean?
The Tenryou Commission presides over domestic military affairs. If they ever had any intention of concealing information in their reports, we would have no way of knowing. Meanwhile, the Shogun would incorrectly conclude that the Vision Hunt decree poses no threat and would stick to her decision. If we had access to their
But as I recall, it's heavily guarded too. Even with Sayu's help, swiping a document from under their noses is no easy task.
If only there was a way we could distract the guards just for long enough.
Yoimiya's fireworks!
That's a very Toma-sounding suggestion. But it's a reasonable one. The statue of the omnipresent god is right by the Tenryou Commission. If someone set off while they were preoccupied with that...
Great! It feels like It feels like it's been an eternity since we last sat down and talked like this. Well, it certainly felt like it to me. I've been looking forward to seeing you again every day since I got this tea house. Used to be my favorite hiding place, but now I've honestly lost track of how long it's been since Oh man, I want to go to the hot springs so bad.
Let's focus on the issue at hand. This was a reunion of sorts, but there's no time to catch up. We'll
Ooh, let's play.
You're still?
The Tenryou Commission is heavily guarded. Be careful when you get near. Let's meet back here afterwards.
All right. First, let's go.
Extra large file. You sure came to the right person. As it happens, I made this really souped up one just a cup, but it's so powerful that I haven't found anywhere I can test it out yet. May as well give it to you. Let me know how. Don't forget, move well away from it after you light the fuse, and try to avoid burning your clothes. Also, it's best that you cover your ears.
Why does Paimon feel so nervous all of a sudden?
Don't worry, it's just a firework.
We'll give it a try. Well, we got our distraction. Now we just... Sneak away for nightfall.
No commotion will be tolerated in the heart of...
Stop! I have.
Yikes!
You! Stop! I have.
Yikes! Hide! Quick!
You! Stop!
Yikes!
This is the headquarters of the Tenryo Commission.
Stop!
Yikes!
Onwards! We have work to do.
Pretty much how I thought. There are loads and loads of people. We need to get rid of them, or I won't be able to sneak in after I get the document. Let's meet back at Komari Tea House, okay? Also, if I do get caught...
Is this anyway... officially nuts. Uh-oh, they're all coming this way! Quick, run!
Came from over by the statue. What's it?
What kind of firework is this? By the look of it, Paimon's ears are gonna get blown off! Oh, Yoimiya, you are officially nuts! Uh-oh, they're all coming... What kind of firework is this? By the look of it, Paimon's ears are gonna get blown off! Oh, Yoimiya, you are officially nuts! Uh-oh, they're all coming this way! Quick, run!
Anything happened to the statue?
You!
Oh no! What kind of firework is this? By the look of it, Paimon's ears are gonna get blown off! Oh, Yoimiya, you are officially nuts! Uh-oh, they're all coming this way! Quick, run! What kind of firework is this? By the look of it, Paimon's ears are gonna get blown off! Oh, Yoimiya, you are officially nuts! Uh-oh, they're all coming this way! Quick, run!
Well, how did it go? Well done.
I know exercise helps you grow. I feel so dizzy. No, I can't sleep yet. There was something important. I didn't know how to find a document you guys were talking about, so I just swiped a whole bunch of stuff that looks suspicious. Here you go.
My lady, what are we—
This sealed envelope must be an official report. In addition, we have correspondence with the Fatu. It seems that Gujiyaya was right. They have been fomenting unrest behind the scenes. This should be ample evidence. Please, I will also gather—
Still, mind your—
Again.
If Paimon remembers correctly, let's pick up our things and get...
Lady Guji, here I am, as promised. Rest assured,
I knew you would keep your promise after all.
You're quite mistaken. I wouldn't. So, where is your proof?
Ah, how wonderful. Everyone's keeping their promises today.
Oh, you wouldn't believe what we had to...
Hand them to Sarah.
What is this? I see this document bears the official seal of the head of the Kuj. I don't understand. Not a single word about the resistance, Sangonomiya, or the situation on the front. What about the soldiers who gave their lives on the front line? Or the hardship endured by the people? Do they deserve no mention? Utter disregard for human life.
For the sake of the Vision Hunt decree, of course. Don't you think the Shogun might reconsider her policy if all of the things you just mentioned appeared in this report?
So, the Tenryou Commission. They are—
Yes. Now, who else do you think might be benefiting from the Vision Hunt decree?
This is a letter from the Tenryou Commission to the Fatui. That...
Well, surely, you are—
So everything I've ever held— This betrayal is unforgivable! Takayuki, you've got some explaining to do!
Kujo-Sara seems pretty angry. Yep.
Hold on, Traveler. There's something—
Huh?
Last time you entered the plane of Euthymia, it was in front of the statue of the You must find a way. If you can get the Raiden Shogun to open her heart to you once more before the statue of the omnipresent god, you will have the opportunity you need. Take this with you as a—
What is it?
The Omamori from the Grand Narukami Shrine are very— Or if you ever think about me during your journey, take it out, won't you? Who knows?
Cut it out, Fox Lady. This isn't...
I'm sorry.
You followed me here? Since you are a witness, I suppose I can shield you from arrest. At least until I have— But if it turns out that you have been deceptive in this—
Master's orders. Halt.
Apologies, ma'am. Orders from the top. No one is allowed to enter.
Out of my way! I need to speak to him. I won't tell you twice.
Embrace the ice! Yeah! Teamwork is dreamwork!
I must withdraw.
Who goes there? Get them!
Adventure time!
No rest.
Barbados!
I won't
Teach me a lesson.
Let's light it up!
Watch
No
your
turning
step.
back! Grip! Gaining the upper hand!
Don't hold
Take
back.
flight! Everybody stand back! Yeah! Yeah!
Kamisato art!
Sumetsu!
I'll spare nothing.
Barely! Let's light it up! Yeah! Ow!
Clear cut.
Out of the way!
As you wish, Fräulein. Strike first. Show me what you got.
Wind, hear me! Take flight!
You must. Soldiers, quick!
Teamwork
Watch
is
your
dreamwork!
Get them!
Let's light it up! Off we go!
I must withdraw.
Whirling snow!
Allow me. Strike first. Train harder.
Stop! Sarah, have you gone insane? How dare you disregard—
Master,
Go and ask him!
Master Takayuki, I've seen the report to the
So this is how my documents went missing from head—
Should I take your words to mean that these documents were not forgeries? They were really penned by your own hand. Please tell me, Master. I need—
Yes, I have dealings with the Fatui, and yes, the report you saw was penned by my—
He just...
The diplomats from Snezhnaya promised a very generous reward indeed. And all they for too long, the Kujo... So, when the chance arose to gain the backing of another powerful nation and crack down on our enemy, it appeared to me to be an excellent deal.
But
Betrayal? How can you call this a betrayal? The Fatui may think they are using me, but the reverse is true. When the lightning strikes in Inazuma, they shall fall to— After all, none can contend with the supreme power of the—
Yeah!
But Master, ever since I was adopted by the Kujo, but it's clear to me now that you wanted my loyalties to stop with the Kujo clan. You hypocrite! Preaching—
Selfishness?
Hate to say it, but his ego is getting in the way. If he thinks the
I've doubted the Vision Hunt decree in the past, but I chose to obey the Shogun. For as long as she leads the way. But now I realize, so I'm going to tell the Shogun the truth about all this.
Stubborn and few. Report to the Shogun if you so. The Shogun is at Tenshukaku receiving a Snezhnayan diplomat.
Senor is the one behind all this? Way back in Rito,
A diplomat from Snezhnaya. Well, if she thinks she's leaving Inazuma in one piece, she's got another thing coming.
Sarah stormed off! Do you think she's gonna go barge into Tenshukaku? You can see! Alright then.
Adventure time! Adventure time!
What's going on?
Off we go! Adventure time!
The way people charge it. If I didn't know this was Tenshukaku, I might have mistaken it for some kind of street market. Have you learned your lesson now?
Oh no! What has she done to Kuja?
The right to punish Inazumans for their crimes is mine alone. Not yours, Signora.
Then I apologize, Almighty Shogun. I know, you can't get me out of your mind. But you really don't need to call my name all the time. Don't go thinking I'm surprised to see you here. Ah, so you came to... I'm just a...
She doesn't take us seriously at all!
Stop talking about... They were nobodies to begin with, and their names will be forgotten. But now, at least, they get to be building blocks in the grand revolution to realize eternity. Is that not the greatest Almighty Shogun? That's ancient history. You certain that Tsaritsa's dream is the noblest and purest thing in all the world. These other mundane details you insist on mentioning? They're just you. For what it's worth, I've grown tired of seeing you around as well. Before you go saying something you can't take back, remember that you're Inazuma's charging into Tenshukaku uninvited and lecturing me in front of the Shogun. What? I'm not sure you realize quite.
I challenge you to a duel before the throne.
Proceed.
My, you're full of surprises today. So you've learned to make the law of the land work for you too. I'll admit that I never expected to be in a situation where the two of us were on equal footing. You are aware that the loser must die. Are you sure this is what you want? Then I will deign to share this last day. A lesson on Harbinger power and elegance? As you wish.
Odds for me. I'm going in.
Barbados, guide us.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Into the frozen void.
Get out of here!
Detestable.
By royal decree.
Go as well! Let's light it up!
You've got some nerve laying your hands on me. Harbinger power has become burdensome. I will manifest my destiny anew. Await my emergence and tremble, traveler. You have reason to be afraid. The pale flame smolders! Pale flame, lay waste to frozen shell and witness my suffering. In fires of sin and retribution, your soul will be incinerated! Take flight! Immolation! A cherished agony. Do you feel it?
Everybody stand back! Yeah!
That's unthinkable! Shadow Raven, let night fall!
Not every wound will heal!
My apologies! Embrace the ice! I'm fine. Monster.
Who dares call me a witch?
Take flight. Let's light it up!
Not every wound will heal!
Off we go! Whirling snow! Embrace your searing reckoning!
So strong! But how? I am a Snezhnayan diplomat. You know what happens if you lay a finger on me. I swear, if you strike me, I will make sure. The Fatui will make sure that your precious Inazuma... Stop! I order you! And you! Filthy rats! All of you!
You are the enemy of eternity. But as the victor, I acknowledge your honor. Therefore, I shall allow you to leave Tenshukaku alive.
The Raiden Shogun isn't gonna let us off just like that, right? Oh, the air feels suffocating. It must be the Raiden Shogun's almightiness. One strike from the Shogun and now Senyora's gone! She got what she deserved, but Paimon still can't help but feel upset. Why are they doing it? Why are the Harbingers collecting all the no-seeds? Huh? Traveler, you got a headache? Chin up! Let's get out of this place. Paimon feels... unsettled. Also, when the Shogun executed Senyora with the Muso no Hitotachi, it was unbelievably powerful. It seems impossible to defend against. And if so, we've got no hope whatsoever of defeating her in combat. Yaimiko wants us to go back inside the plane of Euthymia by the statue of the omnipresent god. Oh, but we'll be like lambs to the slaughter, won't we? Oh, maybe we could put this plan on hold for a while? There's the sound of electro zapping in the air. Paimon can barely breathe. Traveler, are you okay? You're so silent. Sounds like there's a lot of noise coming from outside Tenshikaku. Has a fight broken out or something? Oh, the guards seem really nervous. Well, let's go see what the situation is, shall we?
There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow.
So we meet again. Indulge my curiosity. What is the reason that I find you standing here before me once again? Do you hope your foolhardiness will shelter those people? Or... oh? Surely you didn't rouse me from my... If so, then you underestimate me. I am quite, well, not so. Only everything that pertains to eternity. The Vision Hut decree has my tacit approval. The Fatui's actions thus far do not constitute a threat to eternity. Otherwise, they would have been purged long ago. Individual ambition is inherently incompatible with what you might not realize is that all too often, people have far more to lose by chasing their dreams. Consider this. No one will lose their life on account of having their vision taken away. Rather, those who have lost their lives are the ones who insisted on pursuing their own aspirations, are they not? Traveler, your existence is unique in my eyes. There seems to be limitless uncertainty in you. To put it another way, you are... So, I won't insist that you comprehend the meaning of my actions. What matters is that I tread the path of eternity on my people's behalf. That's right. Huh. Anyway, you're looking... So be it. Well then, you who would defy eternity, time for you to enlighten me. Do you wish to become the enemy of eternity, traveler?
Kami-san to art! Sumetsu!
Evasion is futile.
I'm going in!
Barely a scratch!
scratch! I cannot give up! I swear by... Take flight! Let's light it up!
Lightning falls on the land of eternity.
Strike dead! Whirling snow!
Midnight Phantasmagoria!
Let's light it up! That's gonna hurt in the morning. That's gonna hurt in the morning. Why do they never miss?
This ends now.
My apologies. Go as one!
Barbados, guide us.
Go as one! Embrace the ice!
Evasion is futile.
Go as one!
I will mold you into the foundations of eternity.
That's gonna hurt in the morning.
This ends now.
Let's light it up! Let's
Evasion
light
is
it up!
futile.
Ow.
You
Teamwork
are an
is
enemy
dreamwork.
that requires special attention. Inferior.
Strike dead! Go as one!
This ends now. Instabilities will be removed.
Barely a scratch! So rude! Unthinkable!
Dear me, aren't you cutting it rather close?
Miko, this was your doing?
Now. Don't forget who taught you how to place your consciousness in objects. Surely you don't think your ambition alone is enough to shake A's will, do you? Though you alone are here, they too have ambitions, which they long since entrusted to you. Now then, close your eyes.
I hope we can abolish the Vision Hunt Decree.
Your verdict is decided.
Sumetsu!
All will be severed.
I'm going in! Off we go! Wind, hear me! Let's light out!
All desire can be broken.
Let's light it up!
All will be
Gonna
severed.
teamwork is dreamwork!
Behold, the fleeting
I swear
shadow.
by my sword!
Thunder.
Sakura swirl!
Your verdict is decided.
Whirling snow! Golden splendor!
Behold, the fleeting shadow.
So rude! Unthinkable! Everybody stand back!
Your verdict is decided.
Embrace the ice!
You've lost.
Yes, I have.
Why can you not trust your people? These ambitions have transcended space and time. Is this the lesson you learned from? There are nations where humans cast their... So are we to just abandon the notion of progress for the sake of wishful thinking?
You and I have both witnessed the great loss that progress can bring. Eternity. When lightning flashes, it casts a shadow. My name means shadow. With my blade, I purged all obstacles to progress. And yet, something was lost with each step forward. In the end, I even lost her. The tales are still retold in the shade of every Thunder Sakura. But the wounds left on our nation by that terrible loss still ache. Never stop searching, even if only for a brief flash of light. If nothing else, we have the present moment. She said that once. But I've seen a nation stride forward and lose everything to the heavenly principles. Perhaps only if time stands still will the lightning's glow never fade. The present moment is a fragile illusion. Only eternity can bring us closer to the heavenly principles. I am no longer the shadow. Mine is the most supreme and noble form. Let power over the realm be vested within me. In this form shall I honor my subjects' dream, for a land of eternity, unchanging forevermore.
The heavenly principles. Irrelevant nonsense as far as I'm concerned. When all's said and done, all you really want is to protect your beloved Inazuma forever and ever. Isn't that right?
That would be something of an oversimplification.
But is this nation worth existing for eternity? Stripped of ambitions, stripped of the potential for change, it does nothing more than simply exist. It is a hollow shell of a nation. I wonder what loss would it really be to anyone if such a nation were destroyed?
Miko, retract your words. Never changing eternity is the promise I made to my people.
But what your people need from you is not your promises. They want your attention. Your divine gaze.
You mean visions? Humans have a lifespan of barely 100 years. They cannot afford to bear any extra losses. But I have experienced it all. That is why I have chosen to guide them along the correct path toward eternity.
But eternity is far too cruel a fate for you, eh?
For me?
Not only have you stopped paying attention to the world, but you have stopped paying attention to yourself. It must have been terribly lonely here, all alone, for centuries on end.
But it is necessary.
You will miss much by refusing progress. You seek to prevent loss, but have you considered all you are losing by remaining here in stasis for all eternity? You are obviously lonely, and yet for the sake of eternity you choose to stretch your loneliness out to infinity. Tell me this. Why is the sky here that was once so dark glowing again? Why now? This is your plane of euthymia. It's your inner world. So it can only mean that you are happy to see me again. You have found the loneliness here unbearable for a long time now, haven't you?
I have nothing to say to that.
But I have so much to say to you. Let me tell you all that has happened over the last few centuries.
How long will that take?
As a Fox envoy, I have an excellent memory. I recall every detail of the last few centuries with perfect clarity. So it will probably take me another few centuries to relay it to you.
Miko, I never thought I would have the chance to meet with you like this again. Seeing you again is a change to eternity. And a very nice surprise.
Since you are willing to admit that, I suppose that means we can still be friends?
What a childish conversation this is. Anyway, now that I have been defeated by you and your plan, I will honor your wish to abolish the Vision Hunt Decree. But, with regards to eternity and the question of whether this nation should move forward, I need time to give it some thought.
You are the one who's been acting like a child from the very beginning. As promised, the Raiden Shogun abolished the Vision Hunt Decree. Finally, her people's wishes penetrated her locked heart. Beyond the plane of euthymia, she saw what eternity means in the eyes of the world. When one's fervent ambition burns brightly, the gods will cast their gaze upon you. Some ambitions have the power to heal wounds, to bring victory, to inspire hope. But some ambitions outlive their masters long after the soul ascends. They remain as they were in the beginning. Burning bright and true for all eternity.
So what did you guys do in the Raiden Shogun's plane of euthymia anyway? Is the Vision Hunt Decree abolished? Oh, gotcha. So maybe the reason Yae Miko is looking for us now is because she wants to thank us.
Why, hello, if it isn't the triumphant traveler. And why might you be—
You literally told us to come meet! Seems like someone's in a pretty good mood.
Catching up. By the way, I heard that you had a duel before the throne, with a Fatui Harbinger no less. Courageous and astute. I must say, I am most impressed. Defeating Signora head-on in a duel means that your strength exceeds my expectations. Still, you did end up victorious.
Sure, they caused plenty of trouble along the way, but at the very least, they didn't get their hands on a
Wait a second. Did you say as in the little thing that looks something like a chess piece?
Yep, that's the one. You've seen one too? Gnosis belong to the Seven.
Oh.
What?
I handed that over.
You did what now?
Well, how else was I supposed to save your skin from the Balladeer exactly? The Balladeer is number 6 of the Fatui Harbingers. In terms of strength, he is superior to... I'm not the kind of person who risks life and limb for any old reason.
You did... for once, Paimon just does not know what to say.
After A created her puppet vessel, she no longer had anywhere to put it. As her erstwhile closest friend, A handed it over to me, and I've kept it in the ground. She no longer needs the power of the Gnosis, and in any case, she tells me she has severed ties with Celestia. Thus, the Gnosis became not only useless, but also a potential source of Is that not a good bargain, exchanging it for the one at the core of the plan? Judging by the results, at least, I dare say I struck a good deal.
When you put it like that, Paimon has to agree. The Traveler is worth more than a Gnosis. Well, what's done is done, and Paimon heartily thinks we'll be getting it back now. Let's leave the past and, so anyway, you still haven't told... Really?
You intend to travel all over Teyvat, and the time has come. As a mark of my gratitude, I will add... What would you like to know about? That puppet was built with technology that has been lost to time. Perhaps she, as a god, is the only one privy to the knowledge of its Still, there's one other thing on this topic that I suspect you may be curious to know. Before A began modifying her own godly form, she took it upon herself to create a...
So, you mean there are 3 Raiden Shogun?
No. The prototype was merely a proof of concept. Its appearance and intellect were not based on A. It was a test. The original plan was for A to simply discard it. But perhaps A thought this to be too cruel, because in the end she chose only to seal the power within it. Later, this puppet wandered Inazuma as an ordinary human male with his own consciousness, until the Fatui. Some eccentric geniuses in the ranks of the Fatui made adjustments to the prototype, not only unsealing his power, but very... The object of divine creation is now the one who has taken possession of the Gnosis, and the prototype puppet is now known as the Balladeer.
What a crazy story!
It is, isn't it? Who can say whether it's coincidence or destiny? I'm surprised an outlander like you is aware that there was once a change of Electro Archon. Few citizens of...
Morax told us. He said that the Electro Archon Ball has passed away.
Yes. The truth of the matter is that there were 2 twin gods, Baal and Beelzebul. They won the Archon War together, and when Baal established the shogunate, Beelzebul became her Kagemusha, or Shadow Warrior. In other words, she acted as Baal's body double. Beelzebul is A, with whom we are now both acquainted. Baal's name was Makoto. As far as the world was aware, there were not 2, but 1. They complemented each other, and they ruled Inazuma jointly. In fact, the name Baal and the title of Raiden Shogun was understood to refer to both of them. Right up until...
Until what?
Makoto died several hundred years ago in a war that I was not personally involved in. Since then, A has assumed the shogunate.
Losing her sister must have been super hard on A.
That was when A began to change. Makoto was her great...
Paimon feels like she...
I didn't spend a great deal...
Wow.
Sorry, I haven't a clue. But if you still have doubts about A, I would say not only does she not fit your description, but she voluntarily gave up. That's good to hear.
Don't worry.
As for your brother's whereabouts, I will use all the resources at my disposal to investigate it. And I will also borrow some of Ayato's people from the Shiumatsuban. I'll let you know if I find out anything. After leaving Inazuma, I think it would be easiest for you to go to Sumeru.
Ooh, Sumeru! We've run into loads of scholars from there on our journey so far.
Yes, well, but their obsession gives rise to some truly inexplicable things. For example, in Sumeru, knowledge is holistically managed as a resource.
Knowledge is a...
Yes. I don't know whether it was the sages or Lesser Lord Kusanali who came up with the idea.
Lesser Lord Kusanali? That's...
Oh, you haven't heard. Lesser Lord Kusanali is the deity in whom the people of Sumeru place their faith. It's their chosen term of endearment for her. I'm sure you must have some things to discuss with her, too. I wish you all the best. Are you sure? Keep it safe. Is that all you intend to do with... There was me thinking that you...
Who in their right mind?
Okay, I'll stop. Now, a question for you. Traveler, what is your ambition? I see. Your ambition should be something that transcends the world below and the starry sky above. Something that shines in unison with... Perhaps the reason you do not possess a vision is that such an ambition has yet to be engendered within you. Continue on your journey, and maybe that moment will come to pass.